All right, guys, on this episode of Oli Oli Paints, we're gonna do a complete paint job on a smart car. All right, so you guys may have seen this smart car that we grabbed from my best friend's dad. Initially, this was supposed to be a speaker upgrade and a little bit of polishing. And he came down to the shop and was shocked when we had it all blown apart. It turned into a custom paint job and fixing a few things. So I'm gonna walk you guys through kind of what I did, where we're at, and what I'm about to do. So this is a South Florida car. This is a Smart Car Brabus Edition. Turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, pretty fun little car. But this had previous paint work, and all the way along this sail panel was just pops, right? It had clear coat that was just blistering. So basically what I did was I took 320 grit, feathered it all out, 2 coats of just high build primer on it, and then got it to 600 grit, and that's where it sits now. So basically, this car, it is going to be two-tone. You see some of the red parts down there. This is going to be OEM Jupiter Red. I'm using Alpha Automotive paint for this, so this is all available at the spray source. I showed you guys some of those custom colors that the spray source made. This is going to be that paint on this entire project, but this is going factory Jupiter Red, so we'll spray some of that OE, and then all of the stuff that was just straight black is going to be custom. This is a color called Tinted Red. It looks black, but it has a ton of red pearl in it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I've got all these parts in here ready to rock. I'm going to go ahead and finish up preparing all of this stuff. I'll chuck you guys on the GoPro on my head and we'll just go ahead and spray this. I'm not sealing anything. Everything is 600 grit and red, so yeah, very, very, very straightforward. This is using one of the car kits that you can get at thespraysource.com. If you go to their website, depending on what the project is, you can pick various options, right? So the kit that I got came with base coat, clear coat, masking materials, masking tape, wax and grease remover, basically everything that I needed to get this job done. And yeah, so if you guys are about to paint a project or looking for paint for a custom paint job, show car, whatever, daily driver, it doesn't matter. You can get OEM colors, you can get custom colors, you can custom mix you anything you want. So I'll leave a link down in the description of this video if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead, get this stuff cleaned up. I will mask and suit up, and we're gonna start slanging some paint in here. We're gonna mix up, this is that OE match, Alpha Automotive paint. Like I said, this is Jupiter Red. Color code 589. Basically, this is mixed 1-to-1, so I'm gonna do that. And then this is the Tinted Red. And I know you read the name Tinted Red and you think, oh, it's gonna be another red. It's not. It's not. I'll show y'all what that looks like in a little bit, but let's go ahead. I'm gonna mix this up. You ready to see this thing painted?
I'm ready.
Saying.
Right there.
What concave, yeah.
Shabam.
Yeah, what concave. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead. This is mixed 1-to-1, so I'm gonna pour off. Let's see. 10 ounces. Alright, there we go. There's 10 ounces, and then I'm gonna just add 10 ounces of reducer. That's what 1-to-1 means. So 1 part paint, 1 part reducer. So we'll use this and go till we hit the 20, just like that. So there's our red mixed up, and then I'll do the same thing for the black. What I'm gonna probably do is spray this red first, and then we'll come back in here and we'll mix up the black. This is the gun that we're trying out though, because this is something that Tommy has been debating on bringing to the spray source. You can customize these whatever colors you want. I mean, we'll see how this goes. This is a MP21 320-13. I don't know. We're gonna spray with it though. All right, all of this stuff has already been wiped down. Basically what I'm gonna do now is bust out the static gun. I gotta fish my hose over here. All of this, if you didn't know, smart cars are all plastic. These fenders are plastic, the hood is plastic, doors are plastic. So what that means is there's going to be a lot of static. And in order to tame that, we're going to use a static gun. The only thing that's not plastic is going to be these rails, and that's it. These rails are steel, but everything else is definitely just plastic. Okay. I do have to stick foam in this gas door. I forgot to do that. So before I spray, I will go grab some foam tape and do that. These all tacked off. I ran out of room, so I just stuck these on the masking, taped them on. And those are just scuffed up. I'm basically just spraying those to ensure that every bit of the red matches. There's nothing wrong with them, but better safe than sorry, you know what I mean? Alright. I'm pretty excited about this, man. This is going to be my first go with this Alpha paint line and the first go with that gun, so we'll see how that goes. Let's get some red spraying, shall we? I got to figure out what pressures this gun's going to like. And this is that spray gun. It's kind of a no-name branded spray gun. We're just going to see how this goes. And see what 25 psi. That tends to be a really good starting point. This is full fan, full fluid. It actually feels really good. So yeah, I mean, let's just do it, you know? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I need to get my mask thing over my face. Not trying to breathe the fumes in. All right. So, damn, okay. Stuff covers pretty well right out the back. For a red, that covers pretty dang good. Alright, that's our first coat on that stuff. Get some on these parts. Yeah. Yeah, man, for a red, that's pretty solid coverage right there. And this gun is honestly working out pretty good. I have never sprayed this thing at all, so I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give this stuff, about a 5-minute flash. This is with medium reducer, so it is flashing relatively quick. But we'll do 3 coats. I think 3 coats on this is going to be enough. And then we'll get to spraying all of this. But I figured I would just get this red out of the way. Then we'll blow and tack rag all of this off, because some of this overspray may drift this way, I don't know. I would rather just tack and blow all this stuff off right before I spray base coat on it. So yeah, we'll give this just a few minutes. We'll come right back in and get another coat on. All right, so this stuff is all matted out. I'm gonna go ahead and just get another coat. Sprayed on this. Trying to get around this door edge because I did prime all the way up to that. Make sure I get some in there. This covers fairly well, man. Like, for a solvent paint and for the price of it, that's pretty good. Usually solvent reds, like the pigment load is so weak that it takes a lot of base coat to achieve hiding, you know what I mean? And by achieve hiding, I mean I do mean just get covered. Right. And this looks to be covered in damn near 2 coats. So I can't see my primer anymore right there. And it is winter time here, but I mean my booth is heat controlled. But we did go with medium just because, you know, it is winter time. I didn't necessarily need slow. I'm talking reducer, slow reducer. Okay. Let's do a bit of coat on this. You know, I'm pretty happy with this spray gun. This is working out pretty good. I'm excited to see what it does for clear. Dang, you know, for a solvent base red, this is pretty solid. That covered really nice. Again, I'm gonna let that stuff flash for just a few. I've got to go mix up a little bit more base, I think. Yeah, I'm just about out, so I'm gonna do 3 coats on this red, and then we'll mix up this tinted red, which is more like black, and get into all this. But so far, you know, oh, I pulled the trigger. So far, this gun though, pretty solid. I mean, it's kind of funky looking. That copper orangey color is kind of crazy. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. It's spraying the base coat really nice. All right, so are we covered? Yes, it appears so. This stuff just dries super nice and matte. Everything is covered. Primer is covered. Yeah, man. 3 coats, which is pretty standard for most solvent lines. It was honestly probably done in 2, but I always like that little bit extra insurance. I do still kind of see a little bit right here. I don't think I went wet enough. So I'm going to do 1 more coat just on this section. I better check that other side. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. That primer was a little dark, so I will do 1 more coat and we'll verify that everything looks right in this section. I know with the light you can't even see anything, but once that flashes, we'll do 1 more coat there, and I think we're gonna be set, and then we can move on to all this black stuff. Let's see. All right, we'll just do 1 more here. And I think we're gonna be good. These reds can just be tricky, man. This, I'm sure, calls for a specific color ground coat. And I bet you it's lighter than the darker gray primer that I used on this. So that's literally what happens though. Like a lot of these reds and blues and stuff like that will call for a specific shade of gray in order to hide appropriately. And if you don't have that shade of gray, which I just didn't order, it might take 1 or 2 more coats, you know, just to get it hidden. Oh yeah. So that took 4 over this little blend area. Yeah, we're good and covered now. We're ready to move on to the black. So I'm gonna go rinse this gun out. We'll get the black base coat shot on this. I hope you guys are excited for that, because it should look pretty damn sweet. So far too, this gun's really nice. Like it's comfortable, it's not overly heavy. It's kind of a no frill situation, but you know, I'm here for it. Okay, and as I mentioned, I have not tack ragged any of this stuff off at all. So I'm gonna do that now. All of that is ready to rock and roll. Let's just get into it. Let's see how this works, man. I'm pretty excited. Again, about 24 to 25 PSI. Yeah. Let's just get it. I gotta make sure my... All right, let's go ahead. This is gonna be, should be pretty neat. Let's just see how this comes out. It's going to appear black. I'm gonna tell you right now that this will appear black. No, it just looks black. I know to you guys this looks just straight black. It's not. I'll get this with a sun gun and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, so there's our first coat. Go ahead and do the second door. It's kind of a dance around here because, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of space, so I'm going to just wiggle my way back here. Oh, I can see the red popping now. I'm more than positive that on camera y'all ain't seeing this, but I can see it and it looks freaking sweet. Okay, everything's going pretty well. Get all this done, get all our edges. And I'm just doing like a medium wet coat. Like I'm not slam hammering this base coat on. And it's covering fairly quickly. Oh yeah, see, over this gray, you can really see the red popping. Gotta get coverage before I think you're really gonna see it, but I'll show you. We just wanted to add a little bit of extra pizzazz to this, you know. Let me just show you, I'm too excited. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? See that? Yeah, just enough. Still appears black. That was the whole idea. I just wanted a color that wasn't too far off what it was from the factory. And just had a little extra pop to it, you know what I mean? And I think this tinted red is just a good mellow thing. Alright, so all of this is pretty much flashed on this end, so I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. I mean, this is totally flashed off and matte, so we'll get our second coat on this. I'm going to guess that I'm going to probably have to go mix up a little bit more, because I do think that I'm going to run out. I'm going a little bit wetter on this coat. Just a wee bit. Trying to go for that coverage now. Alright, do this thing. Pretty excited to try the clear coat too. I don't know if I told you guys yet, but we're doing the Glamour Clear from Alpha, which is, it's a little bit on the slow side as far as drying goes, but that's intentional because I do want it to flow out and just give us, you know, that kind of show car finish. Yeah, man, 2 coats. Pretty well uncovered. I'm gonna go mix a little bit more base just so I can run through all this stuff a couple more times, but so far so good. Everything's covering really nice. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm really excited about this color. I really think, yeah, I think this is gonna look freaking cool outside, because as you can tell, the side tone looks just straight black. When you hit it with that light, that it's going to do its thing. So. All right, so I don't think I'm going to bore you guys with all 3 coats, but essentially I'm going to do 3 coats. I'll turn you guys back on once this stuff is all in base coat and flashed off. I'll show you guys what everything looks like, and then we'll go ahead and mix clear coat up and make it just shiny and beautiful. How's that sound? Flash cycle is off. All of this is dry. This is the fun part. I am gonna try to get this wiggled back here, so I got a little bit more room to play with. Come on. Because I'm gonna start on the car itself, see what this is feeling like. Like I said, I'm gonna probably go about 30 psi. Where am I at? That's 30. Yeah, we'll go 30 psi. That feels like it's breaking it up good. I'm gonna start with 2 coats, and we'll make a decision if I want to do one more. I think 2 is going to be plenty, but we shall see. And I did make a card just to save for reference later. Yeah, 30 psi I think is going to be good. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's get this cleared up. Make sure that I get inside there, you know. Ah, this clear, I like this clear, man. I really, really do. For 1 coat, come on. Come on, that looks awesome. It's not, it doesn't spray like it's too damn thick, but it definitely sprays like it's got some body to it. Yeah, I like that. Really, really easy to spray. And this gun is actually handling it like a boss. I think he's going to be real happy with this one, guys. God, I wish CC250 sprayed like this, though. This stuff is great. Yeah, I really like this clear coat. This stuff's pretty solid. You'll really be able to see it on this stuff, I think. Yeah, buddy. I'm really enjoying this gun, actually. It's pretty solid, I ain't gonna lie. And I don't think this is going to be a very expensive gun option either. Yeah, this clear coat's awesome. I do want to try the ultra high solids, but honestly those super duper thick clears they can tend to be kind of a pain to work with. So I went with the HS on this one just because, you know, it's a smart car, you know. If I want an extra coat, I can do that. Like, look at that. This stuff is just leveling out. I dig it, dude. It looks great. Make sure I get a coat back here, though. Alright, I gotta get skinny. Winnie the Pooh. There we go. Get my hose untangled here. Alright. So far, all the stuff that I've sprayed on this has been very, very easy, very user-friendly, including this clear coat. The booth temperature right now, I have it set at about 74 degrees. So keep that in mind, 74 degrees. I'm gonna probably wait 10 to 15 minutes before my second coat. If you're at home in the garage, you're gonna wanna give it, you know, 15 to 20 depending on temperature. But yeah, everything has been very user-friendly so far, so I think you guys would be pretty dang impressed with trying this stuff out at home. And we will be doing projects in my garage as soon as the temp does warm up. You know, winter time just sucks like that. But here, let's go do this door. I'm gonna have to mix some more clear. And I intentionally laid these doors flat because I just wanted to be able to lay clear coat down as smooth as humanly possible and not worry about runs. That's why I laid them down like this. If you're going for more of an OEM finish, then I mean tip them up by all means, but we're doing a complete. It might as well be smooth, you know what I mean? Right. Probably have enough for this bumper, and then I'll have to mix a little bit more. Be alright unless it's not. Promise you that that's like something I say about 100 times a day. This rear bumper, I gotta tell y'all, this has had a paint job or two, and the last time it was painted, somebody ran the bejesus out of it. So there are a couple of sags in it, but they're all in inconspicuous, unseen places. So I did let my new prepper help me prep this, and he missed those, but that's okay. This is gonna be just fine. Got a little bit, might as well get a tack coat on this. We'll have to go ahead and mix more, but oh, I might even have enough for that first coat. I did. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, alright. So, that's one coat. I'm gonna let this stuff flow and do its thing for a minute. Probably about 15 minutes, and then I'll come back in for one coat though. Like, god dang, this stuff looks pretty good. It's starting to tack up pretty decent. These look fantastic. Let's take a look at that color. Where'd my light go? Okay, let's take a look of what this color looks like. I know in video, dude, this looks black. You see that? It's absolutely not just black. Turn the brightness up here. It's almost like a Merlot. Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm pretty excited about it, man. Let me go mix up some more clear. I'll bring y'all in here after that second coat, and yeah, we'll get this job knocked out, because so far so good. Everything looks beautiful. I got a coat on everything, so let me get 2 coats on. I'll show y'all how this turned out. All right, you guys, this is 2 coats of that Glamour Clear. I'm gonna just go out there and say that that's probably one of my favorite clears that I've ever used. It just, the gloss is nuts. It's easy to spray. All those parts. I mean, that looks phenomenal, and all of this stuff is just glassy. Look at the depth on that, man. After it flowed out, there's like next to no texture on this at all. Same with all of this stuff. Flowed out so damn nice. And this is the medium activator. Keep that in mind. Okay. All of this. It just glassed out in here. I'm super, super happy with it. Hopefully Leonard's gonna be real happy with this thing. Yeah, if you guys are looking for products that are affordable to paint your project, check out the Spray Source, man. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and this is, I can't ask for better. This came out so nice. CC250 wouldn't even touch how nice this clear coat laid down. Not even close. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave links to all this stuff down in the description. Check them out. Thank you to the Spray Source for helping us out with this project. I'm really excited to see it come together. I'm really excited to give it back to Leonard and have him come pick it up. I will get an update video once we get this car assembled, because give us about a week. I'm gonna let this stuff really dry for a few days, and then Spencer's got to get it put together. So in about a week's time, when it's all assembled and ready to rock and roll, I'll shoot another video and show you guys what it looks like. If we have any nibs and stuff to polish, I'll probably make a video on that, so you'll see how this clear coat polishes. But man, I think this looks fantastic. I'm really, really, really impressed with it. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, and yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.